like, when they found out I was gay, they were like, "You're gay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "What does that even mean?" And I was like, "It means I like boys, like, as more than a friend." And they were like, "So you want a boyfriend?" And I was like, "I mean, that'd be cool, I guess." They asked why, and I was like, "I don't know, I just think guys are cute, I guess." And they were like, "Guys are gross, but like, if you're happy, okay."
So I identify as queer and agender, and queer is just kind of a generalized term for not straight, and then agender is just where you don't identify as male or female. So in school, my gender has actually been widely accepted. At the beginning of like my second semester of my sophomore year of high school, I kind of just sent this big email to all of my teachers, just kind of a cookie cutter email, like explaining my gender, my preferred pronouns and name. And all of my teachers pretty much immediately took to it. They started using my preferred name. I have this one teacher who, I was the only guy in our class for the longest time. She'd always say ladies and gentlemen, and then after I came out to her about my like gender and pronouns, she just started referring to us as ladies and echo. And like she had a really nice conversation with me about it and like talked to me about it, and she was really open and willing to listen, and it was just really nice. There's this one kid that I go to school with. They started going to CMI last year, and when they first started going here, like no one really talked to them. Everyone was like making fun of them because no one knew if they were like a boy or a girl, so people were just kind of like throwing the word tranny around and like insulting them and like yelling at them in the hallway. And I had heard about it, and like my friends had told me about it. We had like this big group of like queer friends, so we decided that maybe we should like be like, hey, just so you know, like there is this community here. We all got your back. Like we're not saying you have to be friends with us, but we are here if you want to talk. So I think that by gendering bathrooms, it kind of causes problems within the transgender community, because mainly it just makes a lot of trans people feel unsafe to go into the bathroom that they identify as. Like I personally, because I do openly identify as queer and trans, when I'm in the bathroom, even though I've never been threatened or harassed in any way before, I still feel kind of unsafe. And I'm really uncomfortable, and I'm just trying to get in and get out, like avoid as many people as I possibly can. So I can't imagine like how a trans male or a non-passing trans male would feel going into like the men's bathroom, because that just seems terrifying. Because like, I don't know how to explain it. Like that just seems like a really terrifying thing, and I feel like they'd probably get harassed, and like people would be like, "Why are you in here? You're a girl." I think that by having the bathrooms gendered like that, it kind of threatens the safety and identity of trans people, because they have to like pick one or the other. They have to be like, well, am I going to go into the like men's bathroom because I identify as male and like put myself at risk to get harassed or assaulted in some way, or am I going to disregard my identity and go into the female's bathroom? Both of which are really awful choices. I do like the idea of having all unisex bathrooms, but I think like a nice transition point between like going from male and female bathrooms to solely unisex bathrooms would be having just a unisex bathroom like on each floor. So I think like an important step towards transitioning to a more like open society that's more accepting and progressive with their ideas and thoughts about trans people, mainly just education and like calm discussion, because like if we want to move forward, we have to be willing to educate other people, which is kind of frustrating because I don't think all of the pressure should be put on trans people to educate cisgendered people. I think that they should be willing to like seek that information out for themselves. But I think that if we're all a little bit more patient with each other and willing to like calmly discuss instead of getting into arguments about it, I think that would definitely help. And I do plan on being part of that movement.